There's a misconception that wars break out because strong powers always pick on weak powers, but it's not always true. In the case of the Falkland Wars, there's no logical reasons why Argentina could think that they could invade the Falkland Islands and that Britain would accede to that. So why did they think that? Was it based on relative military power? Not at all. Britain was a nuclear power, Argentina was not. Britain was a member of NATO, Argentina was not. Britain had a carrier force that could bring power all the way to the South Atlantic. So why did they try something so stupid? And the answer is that the British inevitably, invariably, accidentally had lost a sense of deterrence.
Although Argentina had voiced claim to the Falklands for decades, here in Stanley, the only town on the islands, the allegiance of the Falkland Islanders was clearly to Great Britain. An ocean away, the British Parliament seemed not to feel as strongly.
The UK, and at the time I think the British government were hoping for some deal with Argentina, perhaps transferring sovereignty away from the UK and giving it to, or passing the islands over to Argentina.
Max Hastings is an author and journalist. A war correspondent during the Falkland War, he arrived on the islands alongside the British Royal Marines.
Argentina was ruled by a military junta, an admiral, an air marshal, and a general, who found themselves in a hell of a fix in the spring of 1982 because they were desperately unpopular and the country was collapsing, and they were trying to think of something to do to make themselves more popular. And they got the idea, in perfect earnest, that recapturing Los Malvinas, as they call the Falklands, was going to put them back on top of the deck politically.
Towards the end of the 1970s, the Navy were looking to make savings wherever they could. And I think, very regrettably, one of the decisions they made was to withdraw HMS Endurance. HMS Endurance was the Royal Navy's ice patrol ship, and it was here in support of the Royal Marine Detachment based in the Falkland Islands. I am a great believer that withdrawing HMS Endurance gave a strong message to the Argentines that Britain were no longer looking to support the islands in the South Atlantic.